So if we just stick this over Homer. Hello, this is my collection of novelty kitchen gadgets that I've built up over the years that finally today we are going to put to the test. Ironically, the first thing we're going to be looking at is this mini ice cube tray because, well, I guess it's probably like the least novelty out of everything I've got today, and also it's going to be the last thing that we end up actually seeing if it works. But the fact is, these are tiny ice cube trays that, well, if we compare it, look at that. It looks like I'm about to play battleships or something like that. If we're only freezing water that cubic capacity, it could make ice cubes really quick. So that's our timer. We'll start with this. Giving it a little wash, letting this fill. So if I put the lid on, oh, that was cool. The only thing that worries me is there is a slight like air bubbly bit here where I've closed it. It does feel like it's all pinched together nicely, but there are random pockets of where it might have risen in certain areas. We'll just go with it. This is going in the freezer. Right in there next to some well-known ice creams. Accidental pun, but I really think that first one is going to be quite cool. We are going to skim through these quite quick. Now you could have a standard springform cake tin, or you could have a Mickey Mouse springform cake tin, complete with actual Mickey Mouse indents in the bottom of the pan. So potentially, and this is why I think it's novelty, because you're going to bake a cake. You generally don't even see the bottom of a cake ever. So we'll wash and I'll get some batter up. And we have got those bumps with the iconic Disney logo on there. Also, it's actually got made in China, I think, on there. So I don't know if this is going to show up. They are quite raised. We'll have to see. In that goes. Now, hopefully it isn't just me, as I say. Like, I never look at the bottom of a cake. You bake a cake, make sure that it's baked through, which of course we will. Otherwise, we've just basically got a red, slightly more expensive cake tin, I would imagine. So whilst that's in the oven, let's look at a few more. You could own a standard spatula, but why would you want to when you could own an egg spatula? So this is an egg-themed, eggy egg spatula. It's got a nice wide nylon front on it, which is a perfect platform for frying an egg. So you can get right under it and turn it over. Now, when I fry eggs, we don't like fried eggs, to be honest. I just don't flip them over. A lot of people like to char the top side as well, and this is perfect for that. However, we can use a familiar one, which I think we've seen before, to separate our egg and make a dodgy fried egg right now. Yes, like I say, these are ones that I've been sent, and I'm fairly certain I've had this egg separator before. There are so many different novelty ones that I've done on the playlist over the years, so do check them out if you wish. So we pinch in and suck that yolk up. There we go. And it's sat in the tub of that chicken. We're actually going to reconstruct a fried egg, but I just want it a little hot so that when the egg white hits it, it will kind of cling and not move too much. Come on. That will do. It's gone to one side, so hopefully I should be able to drop the yolk into the middle. Oh yes, look at that. And why not? Because we've got the novelty thing. We've still got this pig pepper shaker. I think the pepper shakers, they're allowed to be novelty. That's fine. You've had an exceptional journey so far, my friend. Let's get this off the heat then, and let's try out this eggy. Goes under. Ooh, nice. I've got to be honest, that was really easy to use. Like, I know I've got a spatula in the drawer that is exactly shaped like this. It's fine, but there's something about him being there. He reassured me. Thanks, mate. I'm going to call you Egbert. It's making it really, really easy to hold it. Oh, wow. I'm not going to eat this. Yeah, I'm going to make an eggception because we might involve it with more egg in just a minute. This is the first of a few cleaning ones today. Why have a standard sink strainer when you can get a flamingo sink strainer? I think this one's actually smaller than the one we use in our sink. Yeah, look at that. That is quite a difference. However, is it this bit that is the most important part, which is roughly the same size? And although once I'm done with this video, I'll be giving these away to Patreon, I probably, if this works, keep this for Mrs. B just to annoy her. Let's have a look. What about this side? Damn, that didn't work, but that sink is oversized. Well, one of my patrons will get this, nearly new. One previous owner, sink flamingo strainer. I think it'd work in other sinks. All right, it's that well-known line from Back to the Future. Marty, we've got to go back. Barry, we've got to go back to the sink because this is another one, and it's been in my box so long. This one, I think it's more like a gecko. I was going to call it a frog, but I think we're going to go for a gecko with an exceptionally long tongue. However, I found it in the tub, and actually I pushed it on quite well, like this. There was this loose, and then this like that, and I think the glue has kind of worn. I've had this for at least 3 years. Thank you to the person that sent me this. Now, I believe, it's quite bristly, this thing, is a thing for cleaning your sink. You stick it in and twist it around. It should find its way around the pipes and hook up any hair and dirt and all that lovely stuff. So I generally don't know if we're going to get much in the sink. We might. There's only one way to find out. I don't want to go into my bathroom because I have 3 females living here and a pug. Although this guy prefers a bath. That shower gets cleaned out very thoroughly indeed. And I dread to think, I can't even put this gecko through that to see what comes out. But let's just see if this catches anything. You will see this pipe. You see, this is where we need the gecko to do its thing because it's got to go down there, around there, and down there too. Translation, this thing, God, that's quite itchy, is going to need a very bendy tongue, which of course it's got. Let's see. Ow! Push this down. Oh, that is, oh yeah, that is going now. Oh my gosh, it doesn't want to go any more than that. Oh, no. I'm about halfway. There's still quite a bit. Poor thing. I feel really sorry for it now. Don't think I'm gonna get it any more than that. But apparently, we just twist. Oh God, his head has come off. It's okay, we can get it back on. There's glue there. We'll just keep spinning it round and see if this gecko pulls up anything whatsoever. Ooh, yes it has. Right, apparently this is kind of defeats the point of it. You can just wash it off, which I wouldn't do over your sink normally, but this sort of thing is much better in a bathroom where you pull up hair and all sorts of gubbins, but let's just say that does actually do its thing, and he held it together. Well done, mate. Speaking of novelty, how could I forget not wanting to use my novelty boxing glove oven gloves? These are from the Gadget Show. I think these are actually worth more than what they paid me. And also, they're not that great. Yeah, they really, they're like lined with, it doesn't feel like oven protection, it's more like sponge. Ooh, the cake is looking good, but we better let it cool down a minute to find out if this pan is taking the Mickey. Now you could have a peeler. You could even have a Barry Lewis peeler. However, do you really need a carrot peeler? I think I've had this, like no joke, about 3.5 years. I apologize to the person that sent me this. I'm finally getting to it. Let's peel a carrot. Oh, and it keeps tipping the other way. Like, oh, there we go. For some reason, I don't know why, I want the carrot, he's got to face down. I want him to be looking up with confidence going, yeah, you're doing it, when I'm peeling. But, there we go. A carrot, ooh. I don't like this because it's going like 90 degrees that way. I've got to push it down and to make it work. But I need this carrot because we've got a very special guest rolling back the years helping us for this next one. Oh yes. This, folks, is a carrot sharpener. And this is my 16-year-old daughter. This is very, very rare. Phoebe, hello. Who is now 16. She left school yesterday, so she's like, is this adult life? Right. Show me latest picture, mate.
It's wrapped up at the moment.
Yeah, that is, we call it bubble wrap space, right?
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone that supported Phoebe on her website, Cozy Craft. She's got a lot of commissions that have come in. It's really, really cool. Do you remember one of the first gadget videos I ever did? There was a carrot sharpener, and you helped me with it.
Did I?
I think so. This traffic cone looking thing is basically the same thing, although it's more for aesthetic curls, okay? So you put it into like a nice salad. Maybe we can have some salad for lunch and a Mickey Mouse cake. We're gonna roll back the ears, okay? Can you do me a favor and sharpen some carrots for me?
Yeah.
And whilst I do that, let's do some quick fire questions. Phoebe, you're 16 now, right?
Yeah.
What is your favorite song in the world? So I can show you this on your 18th birthday.
I don't know, I have too many.
What's your favorite food?
Pasta.
What do you like doing in your spare time? Sharpening carrots?
Yeah, exactly. Nothing.
Nothing? Oh my gosh, what's going on? Oh wow, keep going, mate. You are sharpening a carrot and it's creating, more importantly, some sort of weird carrot screw coming out the other end. Mate, you've made a carrot crayon. It actually does look like pencil shavings, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You remember that when you were at school yesterday?
Yep. Unfortunately.
Are you going to miss school?
No.
Look what we've ended up with. Wow, look at all this. So the shavings come out there. Look at that. You've made a screwdriver out of a carrot. Let's try it. Don't want to eat the raw carrot?
Not really.
Great. Thanks, Phoebe.
You're welcome.
Back to your painting. Oh, actually, while you're there, she's like, do I get a biscuit now? It's not break time at school, mate. Right, you can do the grand reveal for me, right? I am going to tip a cake onto here. I'm going to close my eyes, and I want you to tell me if it's got Mickey Mouse on its base. Okay? Now, if I use this... Eggy's got double purpose here. Right. Let me... Is it coming off? Actually, Phoebe, I don't think...
Did you grease this?
No, I didn't grease it.
That's your problem.
I didn't grease it because it was said it was proper non-stick, and normally that's all right. Hang on. Oh! Oh, look, you've got Mickey Mouse on the cake.
Oh, yeah.
Folks, can you see if I get it? Look! Genuinely, Mickey Mouse is embedded in this cake, which we will be turning in to cake pops. Oh, wow. I really wanted that to be the top of the cake now. That would make it worthwhile, but it's supposed to be the bottom. Amazing. Yeah, I think I got excited there. It's a little bit too warm slightly still, but I think with my daughter being there, oh, I've got a young daughter. She loves Mickey Mouse. She's not like a young adult anymore, even though she does still she liked Disney World when we went there, but don't tell her friends that. She was wearing the ears. Anyhow, this is slightly dirty. If only I had this random package here that looks a little bit like a familiar character. Yes, that's right, because in this packet should be a SpongeBob Square Sponge. So hopefully you can see that there. It's got a sucker pad that you can actually link on the back of the base there so you can stick it against a wall. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to have them sat down. But this isn't sticky. So what happens is you just sit it in there like that. That's amazing. Actually, to be fair, that is such a better idea. Because you don't actually get the face dirty and then you're left with the sponge. You can just keep replacing it like that. Oh my word. Do you like that, Phoebes?
Yeah.
Is that sick, Dad? Is that what they say?
No, no one says that.
What? No one says that anymore. What do they say? They don't say sick anymore.
Just say it looks nice.
It looks nice. Oh,
Yeah.
we've gone back old school, have we?
No,
It looks jolly good. Oh my God. Oh my God. Actually, when I see it like that, I don't want to, I mean, it's just this sponge. I don't want to get it dirty. I think we know what a sponge does. And I've got another one quite like this. I like that it's sort of, I mean, that is brilliant. That is so cool. And I love that you can replace this sponge, but it just stays intact. I would hate it if you ruined its face. Now, there's a t-shirt I wore in a very recent video that you guys liked. And, well, I'll say a massive thank you to the person that sent me this as I push this on there. Yes, and that is just simply a drainage grate that goes behind it because this is the Homer Simpson sponge holder. If you've not seen the meme, this is basically it, Homer and a hedge. I use it way too much on my WhatsApps. And I've got a sponge here, so if we just stick this over Homer, it should instantly look like the meme. Oh, that is brilliant. Oh, there we go, folks. Okay, but thank you to the people that sent me this. I don't really need to test a sponge. I was going to clean some plates, but I just don't want to touch this. Actually, it's more like an ornament. That's cool, right?
Yeah.
Sick. Right, so you might have forks for pulling pork. You might have some claws, which are really useful. But how about having these? Whoa, proper bear claws. Look at them. And these are doing a fantastic job. Look at that. I should have used a bigger bowl, if anything. There They're very loud and clunky. I definitely could have just used some forks, but I love the idea that you look like a bear that's just savaged some pulled pork. Like, rah! There was a clause in my contract that I had to enjoy this, and I think genuinely, if you're going to get those claw ones, why not have them bear-shaped? I actually quite like that. So you could have a standard cheese slicer, you could have a cheese knife, but there is also a cheese slicer. However, the handle has actually got like that stereotypical holy cheese shape to it. Now, what I like about it is that other than the carrot, which is just a stump, this, where you might hold it to do cheese, I'm actually starting to like cheese slightly. It's really weird, my taste buds are changing. Your index finger would naturally want to probably go on there to give it some strength, and there is actually a hole there for your finger to sit in and sort of drag it back. Let's see. Oh, and of course, I'm not going to open my cheese with any old food scissors. I love food scissors. One of my favourite kitchen gadgets that I think everyone should have. I know they're just scissors. They're so useful. These, you sly fox, are some fox themed. I love the ears on it, actually. Fox scissors. I don't know how comfy that'll be in its own little case. They do feel a bit cheap, but they sound good. I feel like Brutus the Barber beefcake. Genuinely, scissors, underrated, amazing. Fox ones, I don't know. Oh, lovely jubbly, look at that. Ugh. Yep, that slices cheese all right, and because I never used to like cheese, I'd never go for anything like this. I used to think these were really, really sharp. It's just a strong wire that actually, to be fair, that's bending quite a bit. But that's the thing with these sort of novelty gadgets is they are still doing the job, but you just don't know as a base if it is actually more of a more budget, well, model really. You know, it's not brilliant. So we've got enough cheese, we've got some carrot shards. We're going to build towards some weird omelette thing, which will be ably whisked together with this, it's like a miniature cat whisk. I don't know why it's slightly smaller. It's obviously perfect for more, very Bristolian then, for smaller bowls, but we will try and make the omelette mix with that. Again, it's just a cat on the end. It doesn't, well, actually maybe just between its cheeks and its ears there, you know, it's a little bit of grip there where you're getting in there. That's okay. It's should be a mini food video. But we haven't got an egg yet. That is where, although you wouldn't think it straight away, this is something called the Mon Cherie measuring spoons and egg separator, which the fox will hopefully, yeah, these are flimsy scissors. I think these would be better for arts and crafts. I wouldn't use them in the kitchen. Ugh. Oh, wow. Oh, that is really cheap and plasticky. We'll do the different measures to get some different spices and things to make our egg exciting. However, yes, this is apparently an egg separator. Leave it to me. Oh no, that's a bit of a flaw. If it had like a little bit more length on that bit there, it could lip the side of a bowl. So I'm literally, I missed the bowl. Because it's cold. Oh, there you go. It separated the egg for us. I don't like that. That is terrible design. You know, I could have cracked the egg one-handed. I suppose that's one way around it. But now it's just like, oh, where do I put it? Just a little clip on it to hold it on the side of the bowl, or some sort of weight would be really useful there. Well, that was disappointing. But anyhow, the cat whisk can save the day. Yep, congratulations, you managed to whisk something. You're okay. But if I was to make a novelty one of these, I'd make it more about the pun of being whiskey, like put like a, I don't know, a hazard sign on it or something. A whiskey whisk. Ooh, Jack Daniels. That probably exists. The one thing about this being so cheap is that this is that flimsiness. You could just pull these things off like that. It just makes you realise how, like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel good quality. It's, you know, it's very fun though. So I got some salt, onion powder, some basil, and I thought I've got this massive vat here of Spanish paprika that I was sent, and that is a nice little scoop. I did actually have a butter knife as well, and it had a cube of butter on the end, but I can't find it. Little bit of milk then, salt, onion powder, basil, like I said, and the paprika, and let's whisk it through. All right, beautiful. So I'm just warming up some oil and butter. Now this is just a bit of fun now. Not that this whole video for me hasn't been fun, but we're just gonna see if we can make some weird eggy thing with this. Let's get that in there. Dot some of the cheese that we sliced earlier. Some of Phoebe's pencil sharpenings. They're quite thick actually. They do hold their shape well. The fox is coming back to trim some chives. So let's just get that going. That looks really bizarre. Okay, off the heat again, and just before it sets fully, I'm gonna put our fried egg back in. Use my bare claws to get some shredded pulled pork in there. Well, that's not something you see every day, is it? Or you never know, it could be. You'd be like, yeah, I make that all the time. Is that going to come off the plate nice? Oh, there we go. Looks a bit like that. Is it that omorichi? I've been asked to make that a couple of times. I really want to give that a go soon. So if you do want to see it, do add fuel to the fire. I bizarrely just found myself looking at it going, I can see Mickey Mouse in that. No, that's this. I was like, why is that so tough? Oh, that'll be the carrot. Ooh, that's pretty nice. It's a shame Phoebe's a vegetarian. I like that. As nice as it is, I feel like I want to wash it down with a nice cold drink. This is a can of cream soda. And as I get these out of the freezer, it does feel quite solid, I've got to be honest. These are 4 hours-ish. Oh my word. Yeah, it's actually frosted some of the lid. But within it, I don't know why I'm excited for potentially tiny ice cubes, but I bloomin' am. Oh my word. They're like tablets, look at that. Nice. Oh yeah, another novelty one. We've seen this recently again. The old shovel spoon. I don't know if it's just me though. Sometimes I like to crunch on an ice cube, like once it's softened a little bit and there's like half of it left. Oh, yeah. That's really cold. That's worked an absolute charm. Look how much they're disintegrating already. That is absolutely bonkers. Looks like I'm drinking some weird aloe vera drinks from Asia again. I can tell you, it is an absolute bomb site in here. I'm trying to work out what my worst one today was, and I think, sadly, mate, it is the carrot sharpener. You're ergonomically not good enough, bud. I love the claws. We've seen them before. They did an absolute job, and I think there is something fun about it being a bear claw. The mini ice cube maker, I think, is just on the fringes of being novelty, but I truly loved it. I thought that was really good, and it did cool it down fast. Really, really, really fun. But I think as a pure novelty thing, the sponges, SpongeBob and Homer here, were absolutely amazing. So good luck to the patron that gets these signed on the next giveaway. Thanks for the support. Don't forget to check out the rest of the playlist with the other gadgets over the years that I've already done. Any cool ones that I've not done before, please let me know down below and I'll get it on the list. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you later.